guys, my name is Gabby, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a video that's not really related to books. I know that this is like a booktube channel and most of my content is about books, but today I wanted to talk about something that is one of my other greatest obsessions, and that is movies. I wanted to make a video talking about some of my favorite movies of all time because I just love talking about movies and I haven't had a chance to do that on this channel yet, and I've been wanting to ever since I started this channel, and it's about time that I make this. So probably gonna see a lot of Jake Gyllenhaal movies and Ryan Gosling movies on this list because they are my favorite actors, but it's for a reason, okay? Their movies are freaking amazing. These are gonna be going in no particular order of like favorite to least favorite, but I'm gonna be showing them in the order of oldest to newest movies, so like the oldest movies that I like and then all the way up to the newest releases. So let's just jump right into it. Starting with the oldest movie I have in my pile, and that is The Shining. Such a classic, and I honestly like the movie better than I like the book. I saw it in theaters last year. They brought it back to my local movie theater, and it was so awesome to see it in theaters. I just love this movie. I'll always love this movie. Next one I have is The Breakfast Club from 1985. I think this is a very classic movie for sure. It's definitely one of those staple teen movies, and I just love everything about it. I love what it has to say about stereotypes. Classic fist pump at the end. It's just one of my favorites, and Don't You Forget About Me will always remind me of this movie. Next one is Toy Story, which I actually have the VHS of from when I was a little kid, and this one came out in 1995, the year I was born. Love everything about Toy Story. I actually really do love all three of the Toy Stories, but there's a special place in my heart for this first one. It's just, this movie is my childhood. I was literally obsessed with Toy Story, and these movies just mean so much to me. Next one I have is Memento, directed by Christopher Nolan, came out in 2000. This is a movie that is so insanely epic and it's so underrated. I feel like it takes place with this guy who like loses his memory. He has like a short-term memory. The story is told in reverse, so it's like the beginning of the movie is like the end of the movie, and then the end of the movie is the beginning, and it's just the most epic the way this story is told, and he has to like put tattoos on himself to try and remember. It's so epic, you guys. If you haven't seen Memento, you need to see Memento. Next up is Donnie Darko, which came out in 2001, and this is one of Jake Gyllenhaal's first movies, and this movie is insanely awesome, and it's about time travel, and it involves a 6-foot-tall bunny rabbit, and it's just insanity, but it's like one of my favorite movies of all time. I love everything about it, and this cast is huge, and there's so many people in this movie, and it's like all before they got famous, you know, so it's like really cool to see them all in this. I love this movie, love everything about it. Next one is American Psycho, which came out in 2002, stars Christian Bale, and this is just a movie about Christian Bale being a complete and total psychopath, and I know a lot of people think this movie's like batshit insane, and it is batshit insane, but it's also very funny. It has a lot of dark humor in this, and it makes me laugh a lot when I watch it. It's so weird and strange, and I love it. Next up is Mean Girls from 2004. It stars Lindsay Lohan, and honestly, one of my favorite like teen movies. It's so hilarious. It still holds up all these years later. I love seeing Rachel McAdams act like Regina George. Regina George is one of my favorite fictional characters ever, and that's mainly why this is on this list. There's so many one-liners. It's so great. Next up is Brokeback Mountain. Came out in 2005 and stars Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger. This is obviously on my list because I love Jake Gyllenhaal and I love Heath Ledger, and I think this movie is very important, and it's very tragic and sad and beautiful. One of the first big LGBT movies of its time, and I think this movie definitely made a difference in our society and the world. Love everything about this movie. A Jack Twist is my child. Next up is The Dark Knight by Christopher Nolan. This is a set that I have that's all three of the movies, but I'm talking particularly about The Dark Knight because Heath Ledger as the Joker is like one of my favorite fictional characters ever, and I don't think anybody's gonna play the Joker better than Heath Ledger. I could watch over and over and over and over again and never get sick of, and I know all of the Joker's like one-liners. It's just, he's so amazing like as the Joker. It's so great. The next one, Mr. Nobody, which stars Jared Leto, and it came out in 2009. It's just so insanely epic and mind-boggling. His parents are splitting up when he's a little boy, and he has to decide whether he wants to go with his mom or his dad. We get to see his life in alternate realities if he went with his mom or his dad, and then the movie plays out both realities of his life. Makes you think. It's very thought-provoking, and I like it a lot. Next up is Inception from 2010, directed by Christopher Nolan, and this is probably my favorite movie on this whole list. Like, not gonna lie, Inception is pretty hard to beat. Inception is one of the most mind-blowing movies I've ever seen in my life, and just the concept and like the writing in this movie, it's incredible. Like, first time I saw it, I was so confused. I had no idea what was going on, and I love movies that encourage you to watch it a second time and make you really understand it. That's like my favorite kind of movie, because I like movies that have more to them than just what they show, you know, like you really have to study them. And so I was looking online like all these theories about this movie, and there's so many awesome theories about what's happening in this movie, and the way this movie ends, it like it still gets to me every time I think about it. I love this movie so much. I could go on all day. Inception is like my favorite movie of all time, probably. Oh, I love it so much. Next up is Shutter Island, which also came out in 2010, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, directed by Martin Scorsese. It's so creepy and it's so amazing. I know it's based off a book. I haven't actually read the book yet, but this island is just so insane, and when you realize what's actually happening in this movie, like the ending and the plot twist and everything, holy shit, it's just so awesome. Next up is Blue Valentine, which stars Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams, and also came out in 2010. Probably one of the most heartbreaking movies I've ever seen. Like, every time I watch this, it literally guts me, but it's like directed so well. It's directed by Derek Cianfrance, and I just think it's such a beautifully directed movie, and it's so raw and real. It really like kills me every time I watch this. Next up is The Social Network, directed by David Fincher, and honestly, I feel like this is one of David Fincher's best directed movies. Freaking love this movie. I know it's about Facebook, but it's not about Facebook, you know? It's about the friendships and the betrayal and the revenge and the like cattiness between like the way that Facebook gets in between these friendships and Mark Zuckerberg, and it's just so great. And Andrew Garfield is so good in this movie. He's so good. I mean, all the actors are amazing, but I particularly really like Andrew Garfield in this movie. Oh my god, I could watch this movie over and over again. It's directed beautifully, it's written beautifully, and all the characters, the way their stories come together, it's just so good. Next up is 50-50, which stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen, and it's a drama comedy about Joseph Gordon-Levitt getting diagnosed with cancer at a young age. This movie's a perfect combination of sad and funny. It's adorable. I love it. The next one is Silver Linings Playbook, which came out in 2012, starring Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. I love this movie even more than I love the book. I love Bradley Cooper in this role as Pat. I think he's perfect for it. Love this movie. I can watch it over and over again. I love everything about it. Next up is Looper, which came out in 2012, also starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis, and this movie is so epic. It takes place in the future, and it's about how in the future, when they wanted to kill all these gangsters or mob people from the past, they would like send them through time to kill them in the past and then come back to the present so they're not alive anymore. It's crazy. Next up is The Wolf of Wall Street from 2013, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, and honestly, this is probably my favorite Martin Scorsese movie. I just love everything about it. I know this movie's 3 hours long and it's crazy, and some people have problems with it because it involves so much nudity and drugs and very, you know, R-rated things, but honestly, I freaking love this movie. It's just so great. Leonardo DiCaprio in this role is definitely one of my favorite performances from him ever. Scene when he's getting out of the like Lamborghini when he's driving or whatever. Oh my god, it kills me. I love it. Next up is The Place Beyond the Pines from 2013, starring Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper. It really makes me emotional every time I watch it, and I think it's one of the most beautiful stories relating to family, and particularly father and son relationships is like the heavy focus in this movie. This movie is so beautiful because it's told in 3 different parts, and like each part of this movie changes the perspective of its main character, and I think that's something I've never really seen before in a movie. Completely change moods and tones and just change the main character of the movie 3 times. It's like, it's so amazing, and the soundtrack is beautiful. I love the soundtrack, and the cinematography is gorgeous, and the parallel shots that they have at the beginning and the end are just, oh my god, like so much thought was put into this, you can really tell, and it's just such a gorgeous movie. It's so underrated. I feel like nobody's seen this. It's so good. Next on my list is Prisoners from 2013, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman's daughter gets kidnapped, and then Jake Gyllenhaal is a detective Loki that comes and tries to find the little girl. Oh my god, this is probably the only other movie that competes with Inception for me. That's because I watch this movie all the time. Like, it's probably my most watched movie on this whole list, and I'm kind of just obsessed with it. I don't know what it is about this movie. I just love it. The cinematographer is Roger Deakins, and I just think the cinematography for this movie is so gorgeous. The director is Denis Villeneuve, who you're also going to see a lot on this list. He's like one of my favorite directors. I love everything about this movie. I love Jake Gyllenhaal's Detective Loki. It's like one of my favorite characters from him. There's just so many great actors in this. Like Viola Davis is in this too, Paul Dano, just so many amazing talent in this movie. I love this movie so much. Next on my list is It Follows, which came out in 2014, and this is a movie that's definitely like a horror, super scary like metaphor about STDs, which sounds really creepy, but if you have the curse and you have sex with somebody, then you pass it on to them, and now these people are gonna start coming after you. They're just gonna start walking up to you, and I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't sound like it's that scary, but it's so scary. Like, this is a movie I think about all the time, like even during the day, and I get freaked out just thinking about it. Like, it's so creepy and it's done so well. I love this movie. The vibe, vibes it gives me. It's just very eerie, so creepy. Love it. It's one of my favorite scary movies ever. Next up is The Guest from 2014 starring Dan Stevens. Another one of those kind of like eerie thriller movies. Dan Stevens plays like this Marine. He claims that he was friends with the son of this family that allows him to stay at their house, and then he starts having like an influence over all these people's lives in the house, and it's just very intense. It turns into such a crazy thriller at the end of this. It's so good. Next up is Gone Girl from 2014 starring Ben Affleck, and it's directed by David Fincher. Gone Girl, this is a movie that I love probably just as much as I love the book. I just really love this movie. I love the way it's directed. The cinematography is gorgeous, and Rosamund Pike as Amy is perfect. She's so good in this movie. So eerie. I could watch this movie over and over again. I love it. Next up is Interstellar, directed by Christopher Nolan. The father-daughter relationship between Matthew McConaughey and his daughter. I just really love movies that focus on the father-daughter relationships. And the outer space, I'm obsessed with astronomy. I love the way this movie like has space exploration and just the way they go about finding life outside of Earth. One of the most interesting movies I've ever seen. The freaking plot twist at the end of this movie, my mind just completely blown. It's amazing. Next up is Nightcrawler, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, directed by Dan Gilroy. Holy shit, you guys. This movie and Prisoners are probably my most two obsessed watch movies ever. Jake Gyllenhaal's Lou Bloom is my favorite thing in the world. I love it so much. So good as Lou Bloom, and I will always argue that he should have won the Oscar and at least been nominated for the Oscar for this role. I can't even believe it still. But anyways, he basically just goes out and goes up to accidents or fires or whatever's going on and films them for the news, like live stories. Lou Bloom is such a shady, insane character. He's a lot like Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. He's just very creepy. The amount of dark comedy in this is what makes me love this movie so much. Like, this movie is hilarious. And I know it's like some people will not see it that way, but I love dark comedy. I love when it's just very subtly there. I love this movie so much. I could go on all day. Lou Bloom is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. Everything about this movie is fantastic. Next up is Mad Max Fury Road, which came out in 2015, starring Tom Hardy. I have never previously seen any of the old Mad Max movies, and then I saw this one, and it was just so epic and amazing. The music that's going on in the background of this movie and the cinematography is so gorgeous. Like, the colors in this movie, it all takes place in the desert. It's just so beautiful, and the action is literally non-stop from the beginning to the end. It was just so much fun to watch this. Next up is Inside Out, which is a Pixar Disney movie that came out in 2015. Honestly, besides Toy Story, I think this one is also my favorite of all time. I relate to this movie so hard because this movie came out while I was in the process of moving, and it was just so relatable to me then, and it's relatable, I think, to anybody because it's about emotions and it's about growing up. Oh my god, this movie like really hits me so hard. Like, every time I watch it, I'm like such a mess. Like, by the end, I'm just like, oh my god. Next up is The Nice Guys, which came out in 2016, and it's starring Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. Play detectives in the 1970s, and they're trying to solve this case, and it's so good. It's so underrated. Like, this movie came out last year, and it's probably one of the most underrated movies on this whole list. It's so funny, amazing, like the writing in this, and just the way these two characters like interact. It's so great, and it's so hilarious. I love it so much. Next up is Deadpool, starring Ryan Reynolds. This is Marvel's first rated R movie, and I love everything about this movie. Like, Ryan Reynolds was born to play this role. I honestly think that this is Marvel's best movie to date. Editing is fantastic. The cinematography is gorgeous. Ryan Reynolds' acting is freaking amazing. The comedy is written so well in this. Even just the opening scene is like one of my favorite things of all time. From beginning to end, this movie is just on it. Every single scene, and it's so good. Next one is Arrival, that just came out in 2016, starring Amy Adams and directed by Denis Villeneuve. It's about aliens coming to Earth, but it's not like this crazy sci-fi. It's just about Amy Adams trying to talk to them. It's about trying to understand their language and them understanding our language, and it's just so beautiful, and it's directed so well, and Amy Adams is so great in this role. Like, she is so fantastic. I love this movie so much. And the last one on this list is La La Land, which stars Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, directed by Damien Chazelle. This movie is just so gorgeous from beginning to end. One of the most beautifully shot movies I've ever seen. Almost every scene is taken in like one long take. There's no cuts. It's all shot in just one take, like the opening sequence and then A Lovely Night, and just so many of them. It's amazing. Like, I don't know how he did it. Damien Chazelle, he's amazing. He's a god. Just the colors in this movie, the music, the acting, just everything is so on point. One of those movies I could watch over and over and over and over again. love everything about it. It's so gorgeous and beautiful, and I love Ryan and Emma together. Their chemistry is so real. Those are all of some of my favorite movies of all time, and obviously this list is always growing and changing as I see a lot of movies. What are some of your favorite movies of all time, and do you have any movie recommendations for me based off some of my favorites? I'm always open to be watching new movies and things. I want to know, would you like me to do any videos like this in the future that aren't necessarily related to books but are just about things related to stories, like, you know, stuff like Netflix recommendations or like favorite TV shows or just stuff like that that's like not necessarily related to books but like other things? Like, what would you think about that? Do you think I should do that? Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time. Thunder, thunder, thunder.